if it were not for Immune Extra, I'm pretty convinced, as a non-medical person, that I would be short one very good friend. You know, I practiced and I practiced, and I hoped this wouldn't happen. A buddy of mine, at the age of 41, she was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma, stage 3. She went through all of the conventional treatments, very intense chemotherapy, a lot of radiation. And after about 6 months of all of that, you know, was looking for her new normal. And went along okay for about 3 years, until almost 3 years to the day in 2007, was experiencing some mobility problems and went to have that checked out. And learned that the cancer was back, and with a vengeance. It involved her lungs, her liver, her bones. I believe it was pretty much everywhere but the brain. And so she was given that dreaded news to basically get her affairs in order. And so they began to look for alternatives. Of course, at the age of 44, with teen kids, they were ready to try just about anything. That, in conjunction with some very difficult chemotherapy. We'd learned that up to the time that Andrea began those chemotherapy treatments, that anybody who had tried it up until that point in time could only handle about 4. With the Immune Extra and with the holistic therapy that she was on, she was able to withstand 17 treatments. Her physicians and her medical team were just astounded at her turnaround, because obviously it had been unheard of. So needless to say, the Immune Extra became a very big part of her routine each and every day. In her file, they began to write words like stable. And so that was a huge celebration for all of us. We've had this sort of series of stabilization and then progression and then stabilization and then progression. And so they've been changing the prescription and the chemo that she has been on as a result of that. But never any change to the Immune Extra. So as of today, and as of her most recent scan, which was in April of 2013, again, we are back to shrinkage in the tumors. She's resuming her normal routine, and we can only hope that that will continue. The one thing that did not change through all of it was her taking of the Immune Extra. I think the biggest thing that you can do to help TBRI is learn about it. Soak up the information and share it with everyone that you see, that you meet, that crosses your path on a regular basis. Because one of the things that we need to do is to get the word out and to make sure that people know that this is available and that the work that's being done here is second to none, and that we need to keep it going through donations and through support and through passing the word.